My name is Ross Harding. I am a blues and rock singer-songwriter from Johannesburg, South Africa. I started getting into music at a very early age, as far back as I can remember. And at about the age of 10 or 11, I picked up the guitar and became immediately obsessed with this instrument. And that's kind of what I've been doing ever since. I got into bands like Sabbath and Metallica and Zeppelin and some of the grunge and post-rock bands. Those really stuck with me. There was something about the vocals, and maybe just because of my own vocal range, I resonated a lot with a band called Cedar. I felt like I could do this, and so I've been writing blues rock and rock and roll music ever since, and just really trying to do the best that I can within that realm. The music that I make is classic rock, blues, grungy influenced rock and roll music. Pays homage to bands from the 70s, the 80s and the 90s. I think it has a kind of old school vintage temperament in the way that we approach songwriting and performing and recording. The music is based around or arranged for drums, acoustic drums, bass guitar, vocals, lead and rhythm guitar, and within that structure we try to put together the best kind of creative space that we can and be in that sort of space, and really we don't push too far outside of that. I feel like that's a sweet spot for us, and that's what feels good, that's what feels at home. And so that's what we do, and we do it to our best. The EP is called Chapter 2. Blatantly, it is the second piece of the puzzle, or the journey of Ross Harding as a solo project. And what we're trying to do, and what I'm trying to do, is kind of reintroduce myself to the fans, having worked in the industry for a long time already, and having started on a new project, I am trying to get that through. So it's the second piece of that chapter. And the songs themselves are, although they were written quite close together from the release of the first EP and recorded quite close together, I definitely feel that there's maturity and growth in the way that I've put the songs together. And the video just kind of captures what was going on behind the scenes in that process, so hopefully it gives the audience and fans a bit more insight. That's really what this process has been about, is getting music out, having it heard, and establishing and also re-establishing myself in the South African music industry as well as internationally. Songs really come from lots of different places for me. It could be a lyrical idea, it could be a musical idea, a guitar riff, a lick, something that comes up when I'm driving. So once that creative spark exists, I tend to just fuel that fire and build from there, painting the rest of the picture creatively, and just allowing it to kind of flow where it needs to. Don't often do rewrites of songs, but I have I have done that in the past where I've taken an idea and workshopped it a bit more and chiseled it down to something as a final product. But usually there's an idea, the entirety of the idea is then worked at in terms of lyrics, music, and that will be the final, at least 95% of the final structure of the song. So Ross Harding is actually a band, really. The name Ross Harding is a means by which to release music, to write, record, release and perform music. But it is a band, so most definitely performing with a band. I do perform as a solo artist quite often, as an acoustic solo performance and that kind of thing. But there's nothing that comes close to the experience that you can have with bandmates, making music together, playing music professionally, being on big stages or small clubs, and just that unit really working together and sharing that experience with an audience. I think the process that I'm in now, releasing and promoting my own music, having gone through this journey many times and doing it as a solo artist or in a solo capacity, I definitely feel like this is a big milestone for me, and all of the experiences that I'm having following up from that. Performing, touring the music, getting it through to fans again. That whole thing has been very interesting, and I do think it's been a massive growing period for me as an artist and as a musician. That's a very difficult question to answer because it's kind of like having a favorite child, I think. So I love all of the songs that I've done. There's definitely a few songs that I prefer at certain times, and they resonate with me better. At the moment, I really am enjoying performing Love and Time. We've played it live. By the time I'm recording this video, we've done Love and Time, we've played it live, and we've played Blood and Bones live as well a few times, and both of those songs have gone down amazingly live, and there's just something about the tempo and the vibe of those tracks that I'm really enjoying. That is an interesting one. I think probably to play a mega festival. That's definitely on the bucket list. Or a massive arena at least, like Wembley Stadium. I think that's at the top of the list. Wembley Stadium, sold out. That would be really nice. Next for me is a bit more of the same. This is the process that I'm in, is write music, record music, release music, perform music, and repeat. So I just want to put out the absolute highest quality rock and roll music that I can and share that. That's why I do this. It's because I love the art form. I love playing the guitar. I love singing on stage, being with my band. And so I'm just going to do that to the best of my ability and share that with the fans. I really just want to say thank you to everybody who's helped me on this journey so far. It really does take a team of people and teams of people to push musical careers forward. And it takes fans and it takes support. And I'm just really, really grateful to you guys out there that have supported me, that are joining the journey now. I really look forward to meeting you on the road at a gig somewhere. And I thank you from the bottom of my heart.